minutes for clear for takeoff.
Welcome all of our radio listeners as we are simulcasting the Airshow over our local
hold short of golf so you don't get one of the things up there.
Right now, this is Brett Hunter flying solo. You know, Brett, you can get arrested here in Mount Clements for flying like that. Without visible means of support. Brett is known as the Pitts Freak. And this airplane he's flying is a Magnum Pitts, one that has been highly modified for airshow flying, including a Magnum engine. And as you can see, Brett's getting it done over there with an outside step as he takes it around in a modified half-Q&A turnaround. The Pitts aircraft Mr. Clyde Pitts has a 65 horsepower full-built, single-seat, wood, fabric, and steel tubing. Today, the Pitts is still in production as a production airplane with power plants in excess of 350 horsepower. A tremendous amount of performance. And as you see, right out there, down at Gopher Scary altitude, making sure that our pyro crew that's working out there in the field is paying attention to what's going on overhead. We're doing a double hammerhead, unwinding the aircraft all the way back down.
I would probably get it over
He pulls the airplane in, pulls out of the middle, a series of snap rolls down. Pushes forward on the steep of the seat. That's the only thing holding him into the airplane. Bulge up. The blood
we got about another 7 minutes for you.
Too long, everything starts to turn a little red, and what's called a red out, as opposed to the blackout, which you get high velocity. Back on the seat. Also, oh, yeah. Modification of the Losheva. Invented by Czechoslovakia. Why, perhaps? Well, I hope that Brett's not doesn't have a hangover this morning because he's been slamming all this thing with the team maneuvers. As he takes the airplane as well. Power bumps across the top. That is, the airspeed is almost at zero when he bumps the stick all the way over to the firewall. It's a series of more Brett's working on our 500-foot airshow center line. That's designated by the row of white barrels that you see out front. Each of our aircraft performing today are performing under a waiver from the Federal Aviation Administration. You're not permitted to fly aerobatics below 1,500 feet ATL and are above ground level. You're able to see Brett. That rule has to be waived. Brett to be qualified to fly at these altitudes. He's going through a program. Several of our performers here today are such as Brett takes the airplane around into the outside turn instead of his head being pointed toward the center of the turn and pointing to the outside. And he comes back this time, pulling the airplane once again in. Starts a series of vertical rolls. Now he's got to stop. That's some kind of power right there. Now he's going to slam it into reverse. The airplane's starting to fall back down. Before he went, it goes right back down. side is up for most pilots, but for an aerobatic performer, it's like a kaleidoscope of color as he takes and gyrates the airplane across the sky. Here he comes again, another inside step. Johnny Carson once took a aerobatic airplane ride with Mr. Airshow. And Carson said that he'd have thrown up if he know which way up was. If you're right in there with Brett right now, Brett Hunter, you wouldn't know which way up is either. As the pilot is precisely flying these maneuvers, maintaining his orientation over that 500-foot airshow center line, and now giving us a Harrier pass where he brings the nose of the airplane up into a high out, taking it down. The prop kind of cycling through high RPM. These aircraft have a variable pitch propeller, very much like a transmission in the car. They can go from the 5 pitch, which is low gear, to the coarse pitch, which is a lot more speed, but not as much power. Brett bringing it in right now, touching the airplane down like an old maid getting into a feather bed. Beautiful job here as he gets his warm-up routine going. That was definitely some hard flying out here this morning.